Welcome to Quarter 2, Week 8, Grade 4, Mathematics. This lesson was designed to help you master the place value and value of a digit of a given decimal number through hundredths. After going through this lesson, you are expected to 1. Give the place value and the value of a given decimal number through hundredths. 2. Distinguish the different place value of decimal numbers. And 3. Read and write decimal numbers in words through hundredths. Okay, so una yung gagawin ito. So choose the letter of the best answer. Type in the chat box the letter of the correct answer. Every number meron kayo 20 seconds, okay? So, i-type sa chat box ang correct answer. So, number 1, what is the value of 8 in 28 hundredths? Your timer starts now.
Get ready to the countdown.
Number 2, what is the place value of the underlying digit in 92 hundredths? Your timer starts now. The correct answer is C. Number 3, what is the value of 6 in 6 tenths? Go. The correct answer is B. Number 4, what is the place value of 7 in 87 hundredths? And your timer starts now. The answer is letter B. Number 5, in 53 hundredths, what digit is in the hundredths place? And your timer starts
Ready
now.
to the countdown.
And the correct answer is C. From your previous lesson, you learned to visualize decimal numbers using models like blocks, grids, number lines, and money to show the relationship to fractions. Ito yung pinag-aralan nyo noong nakarang linggo, okay? So, example, meron tayong 10 cubes and 7 cubes are crossed out of 10. So, it can be written as 7/10 in fraction form. Yan. Or 7/10 in decimal form. So, another example, we have 10 blocks and 5 are shaded. So, it can be written as 5/10 or 1/2. Think of a 1 peso coin, piso. It is equal to 100 centavos. Ang piso equal siya sa 100 centavos. This can be written as 50 over 100 in fraction form. Or 50 hundredths in decimal form. You also learn how to rename decimal numbers to fractions and fractions whose denominators are factors of 10 and 100 to decimals. Okay, ito. Sagutan ninyo sa notebook ninyo. Okay? Try nyo solve in 2 minutes. So, change the following decimals to fractions. Yung dalawang yan. Okay, 2 minutes starts now. Okay, so time is up. Reveal ko yung tamang sagot. So, sagot ay 4/5. Paano naging 4/5? May isang whole number. Yung whole number to, 8. Okay, yun ang numerator nyo. Since may isang whole number, kapag isang whole number, 10 ang magiging denominator nyo. So, 8/10. Then, divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Yung number 2. So, 75 ang whole number niyan. Dalawang digit. So, ayan yan. Since dalawang digit, yung denominator nyo magiging 100. Dalawa ang 0. Okay? So, divided by 5. Both the numerator and the denominator. 75 divided by 5 ay 15. 10 divided by 5 ay 20. Okay, since hindi pa ito ang lowest term, pwede nyo pa siyang i-divide ng 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So, 7,500 is equal to 3/4. Okay, for your next activity, change the following fractions to decimals. So, bibigyan ko ulit kayo ng 2 minutes para sagutan yan sa inyong notebook. Okay? The timer starts now. Time's up. So, ito na yung tamang sagot. So, para mas madali yung may change ang fraction to decimal, gawin nyo munang 10 or 100 ang kanyang denominator. So, yung number 1, 5, gawin yung 10. So, ano mo multiply nyo? 2. So, ano mo multiply nyo sa denominator, ganun din sa numerator. So, 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, so ito yung magiging whole number nyo. And then, mayroong isang 0. So, 0.6 or 6/10 ang sagot. Number 2, 825. 8/25. So, i-multiply nyo doon ng 4 para maging 100. Di na pwedeng gawing 10 yan. Lagpas na ng 10. So, gagawin nyo mga 100. Multiply nyo ng 4. Yung 8, i-multiply nyo rin ng 4. So, 8 times 4 ay 32. 25 times 4 ay 100. So, ito yung magiging whole number. At dadagdagan nyo lang ng isang 0. Okay? So, yan yung sagot. So, ito yung lesson natin for today. Okay, lesson number 1. Place value and the value of a digit of a given decimal numbers through hundredths. Decimals are shorthand way to write fractions and mixed numbers with denominators that are 10, 100, 10,000, etc. If a number has a decimal point, then the first digit to the right of the decimal point indicates the number of tenths. So how to know the place value and the value of a digit of a given decimal numbers through hundredths. Let's say mga example, 2 and 14 hundredths. So ilagay niyo yan dito sa place value chart. Okay? Yung 2, magpunta sa ones digit. Then decimal point. Then yung 1, mapupunta sa tenths digit, and yung 4 mapupunta sa hundredths digit. Ang ganyan na pagkakasulat ng 2 and 14 hundredths sa place value chart. Then ang value ng 2 ay 2. Value ng tenths ay 1/10 at ang value ng hundredths ay 4 hundredths. So I will give you an example. Identify the digits in the tens place and hundredths place in the decimal number 352 and 76 hundredths. So ano hinahanap? Yung tens place at saka hundredths place. So ilagay niyo muna yung 352 and 76 hundredths sa place value chart. So yung 3 mapupunta sa hundreds digit. 5 mapupunta sa tens. Yung 2 mapupunta sa ones. Yung 7 mapupunta sa tenths digit. At yung 6 mapupunta sa hundreds digit. So ang hinahanap ay tens place. Anong number yung nasa tens place? Ito yung tens place. So ito yon. So ang sagot sa unang tanong, identify the digits in the tens place. The tens place is 5. Sunod, identify the digits in the hundreds place. Hundreds. Ano yung hundreds? Ito. So yung 6. So hundreds place is 6. Ang value ng 3 ay 300. Ang value ng 5, 50. Ang value ng 2 ay 2. Ang value ng 7 ay 7/10. At ang value ng 6 ay 6 hundredths. Another example. In 734 and 59 hundredths, what digits are in the hundreds place and hundredths place? So again, ilagay muna natin sa place value chart. Ang tanong, anong hinahanap? Anong digit nasa hundreds place? Asan may hundreds place? Ito. So ang digit ay 7. So hundreds place is 7. Then ano yung isa? Ano yung nasa hundredths place? Ano yung hundredths? Ito yon. Anong na number yung nandoon? 9. So hundredths place is 9. Ngayon, ang value ng 7 ay 700. Ang value ng 3 ay 30. Ang value ng 4 ay 4. Ang value ng 5 ay 5/10. Ang value ng 9 ay 9 hundredths. Next example, give the value of the underlying digit in 20 and 35 hundredths. So yung 5 ang may underline. Okay, saan yan? So kapag nilagay niyo sa place value chart, ganyan. Then the value of this number, 20. Value nito ay 0. Ang value nito ay 3/10. Ang value nito ay 5 hundredths. So ang tanong, anong ang value ng may underline digit, yung 5? So ito yon. Anong value? The value of the underline digit is 5 hundredths. Another example, give the value of the underline digit in 82 and 48 hundredths. So yung 4 ang may underline number. So place niyo muna again sa place value chart. Ang value ng 8 ay 80. Ang value ng ones ay 2. Ang value ng tenths ay 4 tenths, ang value ng hundredths ay 8 hundredths. Alin lang may underline? Yung 4. Ang tanong ay value. So, ito yung 4. Value niya ay ito. So, the value of the underlined digit is 4 tenths. Okay, for your next activity, handaan yung notebook ninyo. Answers only na lang, okay? Complete the table by writing the place value and value of the underlined digits. So, sa isang number, mayroon kayong dalawang magiging sagot. Okay? Ito yung given. Ang hahanapin yung sagot ay yung place value at yung value. I will give you 2 minutes to answer it in your notebook. Okay? So, get ready. Timer starts now. Okay, so check your own work. I-reveal ko na yung tamang sagot. Okay, so yan yung mga correct answer. So, check your own work. Kung makukuha nyo lahat ng tamang sagot, very good. Okay, lesson number 2. Reads and writes decimal numbers. The decimal number 95 hundredths, ito yun. It is read as 95 hundredths. Okay, in expanded form, it means 9 tenths and 5 hundredths. So 95 hundredths is written as 95 hundredths. When reading a decimal number, read it like reading a whole number. Then say the place value of the last digit. Okay, so yung 95 hundredths, basahin na whole number. I mean, may whole number na nakikita nyo. 95. Tapos, yung huling sasabihin nyo ay yung place value ng last digit. Diba? Tens, decimal point. Tenths, hundredths. So, 95 hundredths. Kaya ito, basa dyan ay 95 hundredths. Okay, more examples. Letter A, this number is read as 4/10. This number is read as 6/10. This number is read as 9/100. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung after the decimal, kapag isa, tenths na kagad yun. Kapag dalawang digit na, after the decimal point, hundredths na kagad. So, 9/100. This number is read as 83/100. And this number is read as 2/59. 2 and 59/100. Okay. I will give you some examples. So, ito. Paano ito susulat in words? 8/10. Bakit 8/10? Basahin na yung una, yung whole number. 8 yon. So, ito yon 8. Saan siya napunta na place value? Tenths. Ayan, no? 8/10. Kaya nga, ang pagkakasulat dyan sa number na yan, decimal number yan, ay 8/10. Okay, tingnan nyo yung susunod na example. Ano nakikita nyo yung whole number dito? 3. Saan siya ang place value nakalagay? Hundredths. Ito yun. Okay? So, 3/100. Susunod, may whole number. So, 26 and 2/10. Yung decimal, magiging n yan. Papalitan nyo ng n. Kaya naging 26 and 2/10. At yung last number, 14 and 37/100. Okay, so 14 and 37/100. Okay, so for your next activity, ito yung nasa module ninyo. Okay, activity 1, give me. Write the following in decimal form. So ito yung mga given, 1 to 10 yan, isusulat nyo in decimal form. Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes to do that in your notebook, and later I will reveal the correct answer and check your own work. Okay, so timer starts now. Okay, so time's up. Pakita ko na yung tamang sagot. So number 1, 2/10. Yan yun. Number 2, 72 hundredths. Number 3, 52 hundredths. Number 4, 7/10. Number 5, 75 hundredths. Number 6, 462 and 25 hundredths. Number 7, 348 and 65 hundredths. Number 8, 112 and 23 hundredths. Number 9, 612 and 51 hundredths. And number 10, 911 and 45 hundredths. Okay, so checkan nyo na yung gawa ninyo. If you got all 10 correct answers, very good. Okay, for your next activity, complete the table. Item 1 is done for you. So ito example. The number is 15 hundredths. Ang may underline ay yung 1. Ano ang place value niya? Tenths. Ano ang value niya? 1/10. So ganun yung gagawin nyo. Dalawang sagot din sa isang number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will give you 5 minutes to do that in your notebook. Later, checkan ninyo yung gawa ninyo. Okay? So, timer starts now. Okay, so ito yung mga tamang sagot. Okay, so check your own work. Okay, sa mga nakakuha ng perfect score, very good. And remember, what are the place value and the value of the digits after the decimal point? In a decimal number, the place value of the first digit after the decimal point is tenths and its value is 1/10. The next digit is hundredths and the value is 1/100ths. How do you read and write the decimal numbers? Reading and writing the decimal numbers is like reading and writing whole numbers. When reading a decimal number, we say the place value of the last digit after the decimal point. Use 0 as a placeholder. You will read the decimal point as n if the given includes whole number or the number is greater than 0. Okay, so ito yung gagawin ninyo sa quarter 2 week 8 mathematics module. Number 1, activity 3 and 4, page 6. Number 2, check your understanding, page 7. And number 3, post-test A and B, page 8. Okay, so screenshot niyo or copy niyo sa notebook niyo. And after that, kung nagawa niyo na, you may now leave the room. And goodbye and stay safe.